Ready to have your perspectives turned upside down and your ambitions reignited? Well, here's a revelation that's going to set you on a path of self-growth like never before. Imagine this. You live in a world that's obsessed with approval, but what if I told you that the validation we so desperately seek is often within us the entire time? That's right. The critiques and judgments that we think are coming at us from every corner are often figments of our own making, phantoms that don't exist beyond the confines of our minds. Now, let me take you on a journey through trials and triumphs, through a relentless quest from mediocrity to excellence. The real deal is this: mastery doesn't happen overnight. It demands consistent action, a hearty appetite for learning, and yes, a tinge of patience. The graveyard of failures each of us has is not a sign of defeat but rather a testament to our perseverance. Those so-called failures are really stepping stones to that first pivotal victory. Here's the deal: with dedication and 20 hours of laser-focused effort, you'll be surprised at how proficient you can become at almost anything. But to truly excel, to stand out from the crowd, requires ditching the procrastination and powering through those seemingly insurmountable first steps. It's true what they say: we often covet what eludes us the most. Those who didn't receive enough validation growing up, they crave it in adulthood, sometimes through wealth or power. If you've ever wondered why so many influential figures have daddy issues, it's because they're all essentially chasing that nod of respect they felt deprived of as kids, molding their whole lives around a quest for acknowledgement. It's remarkable how our actions sculpt our self-perception. I've built my sense of self around what I've achieved and what I strive to accomplish. At first, it was tough, because I had no proof of what I could be, but as I started taking action, tangible evidence of my potential outcomes became clear. It's about reducing the barrier to start, to embrace the initial stumbles and to realize that perfection on the first try is an absurd expectation. Time is a resource we can leverage. If you can manage your time effectively, money, they say, will naturally follow. During my quest, I've discovered that the habits of the wealthy aren't wrapped up in secrecy. It boils down to seeking higher leverage opportunities. It's not about getting a job or a higher paying one, it's about understanding and executing investments, something the poor dad wouldn't teach you. I've had my share of financial eureka moments, but the most profound was when I shifted my focus from simply growing the business to truly maximizing profit through exceptional services and products. I learned from my entrepreneurial failures that investing all revenue back into the business, without taking any dividends, was a risk I wasn't willing to take again. Instead, I pushed for businesses that offered steady cash flow. I want to emphasize the importance of giving before you start taking. Those looking to make an impact often find that by providing value without immediate payback, they build a platform that allows them to launch even greater ventures. Start that journey, chalk off the less than stellar business ideas until you hit the jackpot. 3 traits often define the ultra-successful: a robust self-image, a persistent sense of never being good enough, and extraordinary impulse control. They aim for monumental goals, doubt themselves, yet remain exceptionally focused. For those starting from scratch, the message is clear: focus on one venture at a time. Everything may seem enticing, but scattering your efforts will only lead to mediocrity. Choose one path, and follow it relentlessly. All you need to reach 6 figures can be summed up as follows: provide a service or product to someone. And do it with consistency, whether it's through outreach, content creation, networking, or paid advertising. Fear of judgment is a common barrier. We have a deep, ingrown voice that criticizes our every move, often louder than any praise we might receive. Most of us know what it takes to succeed in different areas of life. The issue isn't knowledge, it's overcoming the fear and committing to the work. It's the ability to tolerate discomfort in the present, to savor the success of the future, that separates the doers from the dreamers. Acknowledge your fears, but don't let them immobilize you. Take the leap and see discomfort as a temporary state on your way to greatness. Before we delve deeper, remember folks, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up and ring the bell for notifications. By doing so, you're not only joining a community of like-minded individuals, you're equipping yourself with the insights and strategies we're about to share that can propel you to levels of success you've previously only imagined. Subscribe now, and let's make the impossible possible together. Now, if you're looking at the current year, 2024, as your launchpad into the realm of modern finance, real estate, and personal achievement, stay with us. We're going to explore tactics that resonate with our smart money-minded brethren, dissecting the wisdom of the divine masculine and the new era of modern life dating in these times of economic recession. How to navigate the complex world of finance and investments. how to capitalize on today's real estate market, how to ensure your digital marketing strategies are on point, or perhaps how to leverage your legal and financial know-how to burgeon your personal empire. Await those answers as we journey together through the intricacies of a life well executed, an existence where credit scores are your trusted ally, and every investment is a calculated step towards affluence. And remember, at the end of our session together, I want you to tell me, what action from this video are you going to implement in your life? Brace yourself for a transformative dive into the world where only the strategic and the daring thrive. This is your opportunity to become part of the league of extraordinary men who don't merely dream, but actively shape their destinies. Prepare to explore avenues of insurance, delve into the depths of online banking, unravel the complexities of software solutions, real estate investments, and medical advances, and master the domains of finance and investing, marketing and advertising. Now, let's embark on this enlightening journey. Get ready to arm yourself with knowledge that's poised to disrupt your current mindset and catapult you to unforeseen pinnacles of success. Fasten your seatbelts, gents, we're about to take off. Imagine discovering the incentives that ignite a generation's spirit, understanding the philosophies they hold dear, and tapping into the aspirations that they cling to. Today, we dive into the essence of what truly makes the youth tick, the influences that shape their beliefs, and the freedoms they cherish. Welcome to a session of enlightenment and real talk. Let's kick things off by addressing a crucial phenomenon, the generational divide. Historically, each era encounters its own set of challenges, causing rifts between young and old. But today's situation seems more pronounced than ever. Could this so-called gap stem from the sheer number of youths post-World War II? Possibly, given that those under 18 make up a significant portion of the population. Analyzing the political and philosophical landscapes reveals that modern youngsters harbor distinct convictions about societal structures and traditional moral frameworks. Rewind to my own school days, and the vivid protests we witness today were simply non-existent. Youth involvement has evolved dramatically, and their collective impact has become undeniable. This surge in youthful engagement shouldn't come as a shock. History shows that student-led movements often prelude major societal upheavals. While I stop short of forecasting a revolution on American soil, the hallmarks certainly exist. As society becomes increasingly complex, many are entranced by the allure of a simpler, more tribal life, a pushback against industrialization. Despite this, the march towards a more mechanized future seems irreversible. Securing a place within such a society is the real challenge. Interestingly, much of the hippie lifestyle we associate with rebellion is a middle-class phenomenon, unlikely to occur without our country's abundance of resources and leisure. Shifting our gaze to media's role, we see the stark contrast between those who act and those who spectate. With today's advanced technology, it's ever more evident that masses feel detached from molding their fates. Assigning control to a select few, the majority stands by, disengaged. It's a modern tragedy, where life's decisions are made without you, and passive living is accepted, even as injustices persist. Yet, amidst this spectatorship lies a powerful call to action. Every individual should strive to fully immerse themselves in life and cherish the experience. The true contradiction rests not in wanting more engagement but in accepting the current state of disengagement. The sight of countless individuals absorbed in replicated realities on screens, while actual life unfolds around them, is profoundly disheartening. In the coming years, those who can mobilize large groups will wield substantial influence on our culture. The rock music scene, with its riveting fusion of music and theater, already demonstrates this potential. These enthusiasts are reshaping cultural events on an exhilarating scale. And now, a pressing concern: musical homogeneity among the youth. It distresses me to see a generation seemingly confined to a single genre. Yet here's the reality: they're being shaped by their media environment. Major radio stations bombard listeners with a repetitive playlist, and preference becomes a product of exposure rather than genuine choice. It's high time to acknowledge that we are not merely passive recipients of media, but rather, the message itself should reflect our individuality. The onus is on everyone to proclaim, "I am me," to celebrate their uniqueness, and to demand variety and authenticity in their cultural consumption. Remember, subscribing to this channel isn't just about adding to your YouTube feed. It's about joining a community of individuals dedicated to introspection, embracing personal growth, and advocating for a vibrant, diverse culture. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, and make a statement by ringing the notification bell, ensuring you partake in cultivating an evolved and diverse future. So, what about you? What actions from this exploration will you bring into your own life? Will you succumb to the ease of passivity or rise to the occasion of active participation? Are you ready to assert your individuality and contribute to the societal shift we stand on the brink of? Let's make the most of our collective voice and reshape the world as we know it. Thank you for joining this journey toward empowerment, and remember, the future is ours to create.